So what does interest mean? And what's the definition of interest? Now, interestingly, in Article 11, Paragraph 4 of the India-USA Treaty, this term has been defined. The term as interest, as used in this convention, which means what? For the purpose of this convention, means. The use of the word means indicate that this definition is exhaustive. Anything which is not covered as interest under this definition would not be considered as interest for the purpose of treaty, right? Income from debt claims of every kind. Any form of debt for which there's a claim which a lender has to the borrower, right? For which the borrower makes a payment of income, any income in the form of interest to the lender, is to be considered as interest. Whether or not secured by the mortgage, it's irrelevant whether the loan that has been given is secured by mortgage of some assets or not, and whether or not carrying a right to participate in debtors' profit. So there may be some instruments which actually are kind of a hybrid instrument actually. In this, what happens is a fixed amount of interest is given to the lender, plus on top of it, he's told that if the company exceeds a particular level of profit, then some of these profits will also be shared with the lender. Even the share of this profit will be considered as interest, right? But such a right may or may not exist. It is irrelevant. And in particular, income from government securities, right? Income from bonds, income from debentures. These debentures might be non-convertible, partly convertible, fully convertible. Doesn't matter. Including premiums or prices attaching to such securities, bonds or debentures, right? Penalty charges for late payment shall not be regarded as interest for the purpose of this convention. Now what this means is, let's say for example, a person X was supposed to make a payment to Y on 31st of December 2015. But he did so only by 31st of January 2016. In such a case, if for this 1 month of delay, he pays him an additional $100, these are penalty charges for late payment. These penalty charges, which are maybe payable over and above the actual interest which has been paid up to 31st January 16, will not be regarded as interest, right? However, the term interest does not include income dealt with in Article 10, which is dividend, as straight as it can be. So what are the issues for consideration? Is this definition exhaustive or inclusive? Since the use is of the word means, it's actually an exhaustive definition. What are included? Income from government securities, bonds or debentures, including premiums or prices attached thereto. And of course, income from debt claims of every type is considered as interest. What are some of the irrelevant criteria? Whether or not this debt is secured doesn't matter. Whether or not this debt gives a right to participate in debtor's profit doesn't matter. Penalty charges for late payment not considered as interest.